Hi, in this video, I would like you to think back to a time when you hit a wall, a personal kind of crash and burn moment. It could have been a phone call, could have been an illness, could have been a big business contract that you lost, could have been a breakup. What comes to mind when I mention a crash and burn moment to you? Can you remember it? If you can remember something, I'd like you to think now about how did you react? Give me one word. Were you frustrated? Were you angry? Were you upset? Were you anxious? Were you sad? Were you disillusioned? Write that one word down. And then I'd like you to think about the sensations that you had in your body. Like, how did your body respond to the situation? Did you have sweaty palms? Did you have tension in your shoulders? Did you have a pain in your stomach? What exactly was occurring in your body when this incident happened? I'd like you to write that down. Now, I'd like you to imagine that this crash and burn moment was actually a purposeful adjustment. Imagine for one moment that this event was neither good nor bad. As Shakespeare said, nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. So if you think about that particular event, think about the fact that it was actually a stimulus, something that happened, a stimulus that required a response. And that in fact, it could have been a course correction on the path of your life. And maybe even a chance for you to become more fully yourself. So how are you responding when I say this to you? Give me one word. Are you angry? If you're angry, you're probably on the right track. You might ask me, what does the body have to do with leadership? And what I found is that most people, particularly women, unconsciously begin to ignore their bodies and disconnect from their intuition in order to get ahead. And that happens because we learn at a very early age that we should be favoring rational thought, facts, the opinions of others, the opinions of experts. And when that happens, we tune out of our own intuition and we begin to live in our heads and we stop listening to what our body is telling us. And we can get very lost when we begin to do that. And we lose trust in our own judgment as well. And when we forget about the wisdom of our own bodies, we push ourselves to perform, we ignore the signals, and that's when we can get to the state of exhaustion. And we do that maybe in order to win the next contract or to get that new job or whatever it is that's requiring our energy. We tend to believe that we are rational beings that feel sometimes, when in reality it's the other way around. We're human beings that feel and have emotions and think sometimes. And it's really, really important for us to begin to tune into that again. And the body is the first place where we can get all of those messages from. So that process of slowing down, tuning in, listening to the body and tapping into our intuition helps to give us a new level of clarity, and it can make absolutely massive impact in your leadership. So I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.